Fresh off a massive 3-game win streak, we are on to the next week and trying to maintain that win streak. No commit this week, but our championship contender status has gone up to a D+. It's continued to go up the last several weeks due to us winning, and that is huge, and it's also impacting our recruits or the recruitment of the prospects. Jesus, I can't even speak correctly. That's improving our recruitment of the prospects that we've been targeting and spending hours recruiting. So we got a couple other guys got us up to first so far. They got us locked in, so we got to take a look at that. We're on a bye week. So we're going to dedicate this bye week to checking out to see what hours we got left as far as recruiting is concerned, see where we're at with some of the top guys that we're showing a lot of interest in. Checking out these top scores. You got a big game this week. Big game between Penn State and Ohio State. Battle with number 1 and 2. And heated rivals. So that'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Impact player Dylan Bell is a highlight for this week. You got Mississippi State ended up knocking off Texas 28-22, dropping Texas down to 17 overall in the nation. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. So let's check out this recruitment. So we got 20 hours for this week. It's not a ton to play with, but we got 20 hours. So we got to see where we at with some of these guys. So we got Dragos has us a good distance ahead of everybody. We currently don't have a visit scheduled for him, but we're going to see what we can do as far as Central Michigan is concerned. And then hopefully we can knock off Central Michigan and handle business there. So we got playing time. We're going to go ahead and dedicate that visit towards playing time for Dragos. And, oh, crap. Damn it. I wasn't even paying attention. I used up all the hours right there. All right. So, well, I guess that's it. I said I wanted to dedicate this week to the recruiting of prospects, but we only had a couple hours to play with. So we'll have to revisit that. Let's take a look at the college football playoff. Well, we want to take a look at it. Oh, wow. So we jumped from 8 all the way up to number 2 after advance. That is major. So immediately I said, if we kept winning, then that will put us in a good position at the end of the season to battle for the MAC championship. And we're already in second place right now. So we're sitting real pretty as far as what it's going to take to be battling for the MAC championship. So looking at the season stats, DeShields has nearly 2,300 yards passing, 14 TDs, but those 12 picks is nasty. We got to dial back those turnovers. Gavin Garcia, 52 carries for 224 yards. Yeah, 224 yards. Christian Berry, 60 catches, 663 yards, and 8 tutties on the year. He's averaging 11.1 yards a catch. Etheridge has 380 yards receiving. Then we got Maddox. Mason Maddox has 4 sacks, 3.5 for Carroll. Nobody else is really doing anything. Nylan Brown has 3 picks. Everybody else has 1. So nothing really too nothing too exponential, should I say, is the term that I'm looking for. It was a different word that I wanted to say, but nothing exponential. Okay, there we go. So Amari Hooks, this is one of the guys that I was really looking forward to trying to bring in. 3-star recruit from Georgia. Gotta love it. So we locked him in. We got ourselves another recruit. Let's go. This one 3-star. And we got a couple other guys who got us number 1 on their board. So we moving up. We starting to collect championship contender status. We moved up yet again, even though we didn't play last week. So we got a C- on that. We're moving up, continuously moving up. Now we're starting to get somewhere. The rebuild is actually looking like a rebuild now. And some of the guys like the Shields, players at risk of leading to certain things like championship contender status, is dialing back. Some of that is falling back. So that's a good thing right there. Liking what we're seeing. A lot of this other stuff like play style, playing time has stayed even. But nonetheless, that championship contender status is continuously moving up for the university. So you got to love it. You got to love it. Our positioning in top schools is moving up. We're currently 73rd, but we're moving. We're moving. So pro potential, we got some work to do there. But so we got locked out of one prospect, but everybody else has us first and then second. And like I said, we got to commit. So we got Ball State this week. They're 5-3 and they're 2-2 in the conference. So we got to keep that forward momentum going to move to 4-5 and 4-1 in the conference and knock Ball State out, because that's the only way we're going to be able to keep our position to battle for the MAC championship, is if we continuously pile up these conference opponents that we're facing off against. So SMU knocked off Miami after Miami just had a big win. They knocked them off 48-34. Devin Moore, cornerback, 2 interceptions, player of the game for Florida. So a big game for him. Let's check out this recruiting and see if we. Okay, so we got 70 hours to play with this week. So we're gonna go ahead and get rid of these 70 hours. It's probably gonna go quick because 70 hours ain't really a ton. Bloom. To schedule a visit or not to. So we got a B+ for playing time. We're gonna go ahead and allocate that for him. Let's see what else we got. So we got 30 hours left. Damn, that took a hit. So took 40 hours just to get him for a visit. So we got 30 to spend elsewhere. So we're gonna give 10 for Dragos and 5 for social media. So we got 15 more hours to work with for this week. What we looking at? Pullard, where we at on you? What's the status? Florida State's catching up, and that is not good because we only have a bronze badge. They have a purple badge. So that's looking like that might be a lost cause. But Silas Lake, tight end. We making some progress with him. So we're gonna go ahead and remove send friends and family. And let's see what else we got. Pullard, remove that from him because it's looking like it's a slim chance that we'll be able to do anything with him. Well, it's in the house. Lake, 10, and then we can send friends and family for contact friends and family for him. All right, there we go. We good to go right there. We good. And just like that, I said those 70 hours was going to go quick. Just like that, we have no more hours for this week. So our recruiting is done for the week. That's going to wrap it up for this week. You know what? That's going to wrap it up for this episode as well, because I'm not even going to get in this game action because we're already chilling at 7 minutes as far as this episode is concerned. And these last episodes have been a little longer than I've wanted. I try to keep them between 13 and 15 minutes, but nonetheless, this one's at 7, about around 7 minutes right now. So if I jump into game action, then that's going to make this video a lot longer than it should be. I don't want no 20-minute video. So we're going to go ahead and cut it right there. Next episode, we'll get into more game action against Ball State. But for now, if you're here for the first time or you're returning and you haven't liked or subscribed already, please do so. Click that notification tab so you can stay up to speed with more of this Kent State rebuild going forward. Again, I appreciate you all for tuning in. That's been my time. Till next time. Peace.